What would you do as a parent if your young adult came to you and said, you know what? I want to be an Instagram influencer. What would you do? Honestly. What most parents do in that situation is they start saying all the reasons why that's a terrible idea and it's not going to work. And then they would launch into, hey, why don't you become a CPA, or why don't you become a lawyer, or why don't you get a job at a bank? They would come out with all this advice. Well, none of that is going to work. Advice does not work. Why advice doesn't work is because it's not their idea. In order for them to have buy-in, it has to be their idea. So, what should you do in this situation? It's really pretty simple. The first thing you should do is acknowledge and validate them. What does that look like? That looks like telling them, hey, I understand that being an Instagram influencer sounds really exciting to you. They just felt seen and heard by saying that one phrase. You didn't make it about you, you didn't give them any advice, and you didn't poo-poo on their dreams. The second thing you do is you ask them an open-ended question. And what does an open-ended question do? It prompts reflection. The best way to have an open-ended question is think of a question that starts with what. So you would ask them, what does that look like? What would the next steps be? What would you have to do to achieve your dream? That's the way they get buy-in. And that's the way you handle that situation. So, my question for you, have you ever given career advice to your young adult? And how did that go? Put a comment down below and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.